Most people assume that setting up a company in a small island nation is complicated, slow, and only for big corporations with expensive legal teams. But what if that assumption is completely wrong? And what if the real process is far more accessible than most people realize, yet hidden behind confusing terminology and scattered information that discourages beginners from even trying? Because here's the surprising truth. In places like Tonga, business registration is not just about paperwork. It's about understanding how small international jurisdictions structure ownership, taxation, and foreign business participation in a way that can either simplify your setup or completely overwhelm you if you walk in unprepared. Now imagine someone like Michael, a 34-year-old freelance consultant in the United States. He works online, has clients in different countries, and recently started earning more than he expected. But with that growth came a new problem: taxes, international payments, and business structure confusion. Every platform he uses seems to ask for different documents, and his local setup suddenly feels too limited for the way he works. Then there's Sarah, an e-commerce entrepreneur running a small online store. She started selling products casually, but now her business is scaling. Payment processors are asking for verification, shipping partners want clearer business documentation, and she realizes she may need a more structured international entity. Both Michael and Sarah eventually stumble across the idea of forming an LLC-style business structure in jurisdictions like Tonga. At first, it sounds unfamiliar, even questionable. Tonga is not a country most people associate with global business formation. And that's exactly why this topic is so misunderstood. Because here's where things get interesting. The appeal of forming a business in Tonga isn't about hype or shortcuts. It's about understanding how small jurisdictions operate in the global economy, and how their legal frameworks can support certain types of international business activities when used correctly and responsibly. But before we go any further, there's something extremely important you need to understand. Registering a company in Tonga is not the same as forming a simple local LLC in the United States or Europe. The structure, legal expectations, documentation, and compliance rules are different, and missing even one step can delay or complicate the entire process. So, in this guide, we are going to walk through everything step by step in a clear, practical way. No confusion, no assumptions, and no prior knowledge required. You will understand what a Tonga LLC actually means, how the registration process typically works, what documents are required, what mistakes people make, and how to approach it strategically. And by the end, you won't just understand the process. You'll understand the logic behind it. But first, let's go back to Michael's situation, because this is where the real story begins. Michael thought expanding his business internationally would be simple. He assumed he could just register something online and immediately solve his tax and payment issues. But after a few hours of research, he found himself stuck in a maze of conflicting information. Some websites talked about offshore structures, others warned about compliance risks, and none of it felt clear. And this is where the problem really begins for most people. They don't fail because the process is impossible. They fail because the information is fragmented, overly technical, or written for people who already understand international corporate structures. Michael almost gave up. But then he realized something important. He didn't need to understand everything at once. He just needed a clear path, broken down step by step, starting from the basics. And that insight changes everything. So let's build that clarity now. A Tonga LLC, in simple terms, refers to a limited liability company structure formed under the legal framework of Tonga. Like other jurisdictions, it allows individuals or entities to create a separate legal business identity. This means the company can operate independently from its owners in terms of contracts, financial activity, and legal responsibilities. But here's the key point most people miss. The value of forming a company in a jurisdiction like Tonga depends entirely on your goals. It is not a one-size-fits-all solution. For some people, it is used for international consulting businesses. For others, it supports digital services, remote operations, or holding structures. And this is where things get dangerous if you rush. Because misunderstanding the purpose of the structure leads to poor decisions, compliance issues, and wasted effort. So before anything else, the first step is not paperwork. It is clarity of purpose. Why do you want to form this company? For example, Sarah initially thought she needed a foreign LLC just because her sales increased. But after reviewing her situation carefully, she realized her real issue wasn't incorporation. It was payment processing and tax classification. That small insight saved her months of unnecessary work. And this is the kind of mistake many people make. But here's where things get interesting. Once you understand your purpose, the actual registration process becomes far easier to navigate. Let's walk through it. The first stage typically involves choosing your company structure. In Tonga, like many jurisdictions, you need to define the type of business entity you are forming. This includes outlining ownership, selecting a company name, and ensuring that the name meets regulatory approval standards. Now this sounds simple, but here's the detail most people miss. Company names often need to be unique, compliant with local rules, and not misleading in terms of business activity. If your chosen name conflicts with existing registrations or restricted terms, it can be rejected and delay the entire process. So what happens next? You move into documentation preparation. This is where most applicants slow down, because you are usually required to provide identification documents, proof of address, and sometimes business activity descriptions. Depending on the structure and service provider involved, additional compliance forms may be required. And this is where patience matters. Many people rush this step and submit incomplete documents, which leads to rejection or repeated requests for corrections. But if you handle it carefully, everything starts to move smoothly. Now here comes a critical insight. The registration process itself is not just about submitting forms. It often involves working with a registered agent or authorized service provider within Tonga, who acts as an intermediary between you and the regulatory authority. And this is important because it ensures that your application meets local compliance standards before it is officially processed. Michael didn't know this at first. He assumed he could apply directly, but quickly realized that without proper representation, his application would not move forward efficiently. So he adjusted his approach. And that decision saved him weeks of delay. But there's another layer here that most people don't see coming. Banking and operational setup. Because forming the company is only the first half of the process. Once your entity is registered, you need to think about how it will actually function in real business conditions. That includes banking access, payment processing, invoicing systems, and compliance reporting. And this is where many people experience their first real challenge. Because international banking requires additional verification steps, and each institution has its own requirements. But here's the smarter way to handle it. Instead of treating banking as an afterthought, you prepare for it at the same time as your registration. That means organizing your documents early, ensuring your business purpose is clearly defined, and maintaining consistency across all records. This single approach can significantly reduce delays later. Now let's pause for a moment and bring this back to Sarah. After understanding the full process, she realized something important. She didn't need to rush into formation. She needed to align her business structure with her actual operations. Once she did that, the entire process became more strategic and less stressful. And this is the identity shift that matters. You stop thinking like someone trying to set up an LLC quickly, and start thinking like someone building an international business structure intentionally. But here's the next question that naturally comes up. How long does all of this take? The answer depends on documentation accuracy, processing speed, and the complexity of your setup. Some applications move quickly, while others take longer due to verification steps or missing information. The key factor is preparation. And preparation is something you can control completely. Now let's go one level deeper. Once your Tonga LLC is registered, the next phase is compliance maintenance. This includes keeping records updated, following local reporting requirements, and ensuring that your business activity remains aligned with what you declared during registration. This is where long-term success is determined. Because many people think formation is the end goal, but in reality, it is just the beginning of ongoing responsibility. And if you ignore that responsibility, problems can appear later in the form of account restrictions, compliance issues, or administrative complications. But if you manage it properly, your structure can remain stable and functional for your intended use. So what's the big takeaway here? Forming an LLC in Tonga is not about shortcuts. It is about understanding structure, following process, and aligning your business goals with the correct jurisdictional framework. And once you understand that, everything becomes clearer. Michael eventually completed his setup. Zara optimized her business structure. And both of them walked away with something more valuable than just a registered company. They gained clarity on how international business structures actually work. And that clarity is what separates confusion from confidence. So, if you are considering a Tonga LLC, the most important step is not rushing into registration. It is understanding your purpose, preparing your documentation properly, and approaching the process with a long-term strategy in mind. Because once you do that, you are no longer guessing. You are building intentionally. And if you found this guide helpful and want more videos that break down complex global business structures in a clear and practical way, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth guides like this.